Welcome back to Next Bike World, the channel where we bring you the latest, most detailed, and honest reviews about the motorcycles that are shaping the roads of tomorrow. Today, we're diving deep into a bike that has become a trusted companion for riders who want a perfect balance of everyday usability, sporty character, and that Suzuki reliability we've all come to respect. This is the 2025 Suzuki Gixxer 250, and if you've been waiting to know whether this quarter-liter streetfighter still holds its ground in a market full of aggressive rivals, then stay tuned, because we're about to break it all down. Let's start with what makes the Gixxer 250 stand out. Suzuki has always positioned this bike as the sweet spot between commuter practicality and sporty excitement. It's not just about raw numbers on paper, it's about how those numbers translate into the real world. And for 2025, Suzuki has refined the Gixxer 250 in ways that keep it modern, stylish, and surprisingly fun to ride. The design is the first thing that grabs your attention. Suzuki has given the Gixxer 250 a sharp, muscular look that borrows DNA from its bigger GSX siblings. The sculpted fuel tank with bold extensions, the aggressive LED headlamp unit up front, and the sleek tail section all scream sporty intent. The bike looks compact yet muscular, giving off that street fighter vibe that younger riders crave, while still looking mature enough for those who want something understated and classy. For 2025, Suzuki has introduced fresh new colors and updated graphics that enhance its visual appeal, with options that lean toward both sporty and premium. It's one of those bikes that looks just as good pulling up to a cafe tilde copyright as it does slicing through city traffic. But the real magic of the Gixxer 250 lies in its performance. At the heart of the bike is a 249cc, single-cylinder, oil-cooled, fuel-injected engine that's tuned for a mix of power and efficiency. It delivers around 26.5 horsepower at 9,300 revolutions per minute and 22.2 Newton-meters of torque at 7,300 revolutions per minute, which on paper may not sound earth-shattering, but in practice, it's smooth, responsive, and perfectly adequate for both city commutes and highway cruising. The power delivery is linear, meaning you get a predictable response throughout the rev range, and that makes it incredibly beginner-friendly without being boring for experienced riders. Suzuki's SEF technology, which stands for Suzuki Eco Performance, ensures that you're not constantly worrying about fuel costs either, as the Gixxer 250 is known for delivering efficiency figures in the 35 to 38 km/L range under real-world riding conditions. The 6-speed gearbox paired with a slipper clutch makes gear shifts smoother and reduces fatigue on longer rides. For anyone who enjoys weekend getaways on their bike, the Gixxer 250 feels relaxed at cruising speeds, sitting comfortably at 110 km/h without straining the engine. That balance between sporty city performance and comfortable highway behavior is one of the strongest selling points of this motorcycle. Now let's talk about handling and ride quality. The Gixxer 250 rides on a sturdy chassis with a telescopic fork up front and a monoshock at the rear. This setup is tuned more towards comfort without sacrificing stability. In city traffic, it glides over bumps with ease, and on winding roads, it feels planted and confidence-inspiring. The wide handlebars give you excellent leverage, making it easy to flick around corners or navigate through tight traffic situations. Braking is handled by disc brakes at both ends, equipped with dual-channel ABS as standard, giving you that extra layer of confidence in sudden braking scenarios. The grip from the radial tires also adds to the overall stability, especially when pushing the bike a little harder. One thing riders will appreciate about the 2025 model is how refined the overall package feels. Suzuki has worked on reducing vibrations, and while it's still a single-cylinder engine, the buzz is minimal even at higher revs. That refinement adds a sense of quality and maturity to the bike. Comfort has always been an underrated aspect of the Gixxer 250. The upright seating position, well-padded split seats, and spacious ergonomics make it one of the most comfortable quarter-liter motorcycles in the segment. Even taller riders won't feel cramped, and pillions get a reasonably good deal with adequate space and cushioning. This makes the bike versatile for both solo riders and those who often ride with a passenger. The feature list is modern and practical. The bike comes with a fully digital instrument cluster that shows all the essentials: a speed, RPM, gear indicator, fuel efficiency, and trip information. While it doesn't go overboard with flashy features like Bluetooth connectivity or ride modes, what it offers is clear, legible, and rider-focused. You also get LED lighting all around, which not only looks modern but also improves visibility during night rides. Price is another big factor when considering a bike in this segment. The 2025 Suzuki Gixxer 250 is expected to be priced around 1.95 to 2.05 lakh rupees ex-showroom in India, depending on the variant and location. This positions it competitively against rivals like the Yamaha FZ25, Bajaj Dominar 250, and even some of the entry-level KTM Duke models. What works in Suzuki's favor is the balance of affordability, reliability, and performance, making it a value-for-money proposition. So, what makes the 2025 Suzuki Gixxer 250 a unique choice? First, its versatility. It's a bike that can serve as your daily commuter, your weekend highway partner, and even your occasional canyon carver. Second, its refinement and reliability. Suzuki has a reputation for building machines that are dependable over the long haul, and the Gixxer 250 continues that tradition. And third, its styling. Unlike some rivals that may look too aggressive or too plain, the Gixxer strikes that sweet spot of sporty yet sophisticated design. If you're a beginner stepping up from a 150 or 160cc motorcycle, the Gixxer 250 won't overwhelm you. And if you're an experienced rider looking for an affordable second bike that you can use daily without worrying too much about maintenance or fuel bills, this is an excellent choice. It's that balance that makes the Gixxer 250 one of the most appealing quarter-liter options even in 2025. To sum it up, the 2025 Suzuki Gixxer 250 is not about chasing the highest numbers in horsepower or the most aggressive styling on the block. It's about delivering a practical, refined, and enjoyable riding experience that works in the real world. From its sporty design to its smooth engine, comfortable ergonomics, and reliable performance, it ticks almost all the boxes that a rider in this segment would want. And with Suzuki's proven track record in after-sales service and durability, you're also investing in peace of mind. So, if you're in the market for a bike that balances performance with practicality, style with comfort, and price with value, the Gixxer 250 deserves a serious look. It may not shout the loudest, but it speaks volumes in terms of what it offers to the everyday rider. That's it for today's review of the 2025 Suzuki Gixxer 250. If you found this video useful and want to see more detailed reviews of upcoming motorcycles, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Next Bike World, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive. Ride safe, enjoy the roads, and I'll catch you in the next one.